Hey there, this is Lepsy, and today I wanted to do a this or that manga tag that I was tagged in by Apollo Graye. So thanks Apollo for doing that, and I think it was originally made by KidNamedJac, so also shout out to you for creating the tag. I'll post a link to both of their channels down below. There are a couple of rules with this tag. It's a this or that, so you have to pick one or the other for the options provided. You can't say I don't know or try and cop out of an answer. And the other rule is that you actually have to give a reason for why you pick what you're picking. Again, this tag has been out forever. I think everyone in the manga community has done it, so I'm not going to tag anyone specifically, but if you haven't done it and you want to, feel free. I think I say that for every tag video. But yeah, I guess I'll just get into it. Question number 1 is anime or manga? For me, this is a really easy one. Manga all the way. The only anime I actually own is a 4 Pokemon DVD set. I know, kind of sad. I mean, I love me some Pokemon, but this is all the anime I've got. I like anime, I like watching anime, but when it comes to actually purchasing stuff, I would much rather spend my money on manga. It's just my preference. I love to read. Instead of watching TV shows, you can take a book of manga anywhere where you can't really take a TV show everywhere, so it's just more convenient. I enjoy reading more, so yeah. Question number 2 is ninjas or Naruto, or One Piece, pirates. So for that one, I would definitely pick Naruto. I like the idea of ninjas a lot more than I do pirates. With ninjas, they've got their ninjutsu, their genjutsu, so it's almost like they have special powers, whereas I think in One Piece they have powers with those devil fruits and abilities and stuff like that. I don't know much about One Piece, but ninjas just seem so much cooler. They're stealthy, they're badass, so yeah, they just seem a lot cooler to me. Question number 3 is main protagonist with a sword or a gun. When I read this question, all I can think about is video games, and for me, whenever I play video games, I want a melee character. I want to be that person with like a big ass sword or battle axe that rushes in there and just destroys people. I don't like using guns or spells or even bows. Like distance stuff isn't as exciting for me, so I'll say sword. Even though it's not really taking the question as like a main protagonist, just I like swords. So yeah. Question number 4 is Soul Reaper or Hidden Village Ninja? Again, Naruto is the only one of the big 3 that I really have a lot of experience with. I watched a couple episodes of the Bleach anime, but not enough to say that I really know that much about it. Soul Reapers do sound pretty cool. They're destroying like evil demons, and you know, they've got some pretty cool swords and stuff, but again, ninjas have their ninjutsu, they can summon a whole bunch of shit, and they're just pretty cool. So I'm gonna go with ninjas for that one too. Question number 5 is Zanpakuto or devil fruit. Now, this might have been cheating, but I'm not gonna lie, I googled these to figure out what the heck they were. So the results of my Google, in my opinion, the Zanpakuto is way cooler. It's a sword, so duh, I automatically like it, and I love the idea that it's a reflection of the owner's soul, which means that it's kind of customized to you specifically. That seems pretty cool. I think you could come up with some amazing swords out of that, so I'm definitely going to go with that one. Number 6 is Cowboy Bebop or Samurai Champloo. Now, I've watched a couple episodes of Samurai Champloo and I did enjoy it. I just haven't gotten around to watching any more, but I've never watched any Cowboy Bebop, so just, I guess this is a little biased, but just because I've actually seen it, I'll pick Samurai Champloo. Question 7 is fire or ice abilities. This one was a little tough. I don't usually pick either of those because normally it's between the 4 elements when you're asked this kind of question, and I would usually go for air. Fire, I feel like, has a tendency to hurt people and be harmful, and ice is just cold, and I don't like the cold. I live in Canada. I get enough cold as is. So for the purpose of this question, I guess I'll have to go with fire, just because I could warm myself up in the freezing north that is Canada. Question 8, Goku or Vegeta? With this one, my biggest experience with Dragon Ball was the very first one, so just plain Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z. So I'm used to Goku as like the cute little kid with the little monkey tail, and he's definitely my favorite in there. I do have some experience with Dragon Ball Z, and I've watched some of the movies like Resurrection F and a few others I can't remember. But Vegeta just seems so uptight. I like Goku a lot more just because he is a lot more playful, I suppose. He's not stuck up at all. So yeah, he's just kind of a fun guy. So I think I'll go with Goku for question 8. Now, question number 9 is Haiku or Kuroko's basketball. I'm not a big fan of sports manga or anime. I just don't really care for sports in general. But watching people's pickup videos, I've seen the manga for both Haiku and Kuroko's basketball, and I just like the publishing for Haiku a lot better. They've got it in singles, and they've got like really nice art and details on the cover. And Kuroko's basketball are in those pretty bland 2-in-1s. They don't look very nice. So for that reason, I'm going to go with Haiku. For question 10, Orihime or Sakura. I know Orihime is a female character from Bleach, and Sakura is obviously from Naruto. I don't know anything else about Orihime, but I don't like Sakura. Sakura just, she just cries and does nothing, and, you know, she's got some power. She's been trained by Tsunade, who's one of the big sages. She can pack a pretty big punch, but she doesn't. She just stands there and cries and has to be saved all the time. It's just annoying. So, because of that, I'm going to go with Orihime, just because I don't know her, so I don't really hate her yet. Then question number 11 is Hunter x Hunter or Yu Yu Hakusho. These are also 2 I don't have a lot of experience with. I feel like I'm not answering these questions very well because I don't know enough. But I know Hunter x Hunter is not finished and Yu Yu Hakusho is. It drives me crazy when series aren't finished. I think it's because the mangaka keeps going on hiatus, so I don't know, this could be wrong. Maybe Hunter x Hunter will get finished eventually. But because for some reason I'm thinking that it's not finished and it's not going to be, I'll pick Yu Yu Hakusho. Please let me know if that's wrong in the comments when you watch this. But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, I guess. Okay, question 12. Light or L? This one's easy. Hands down L. I hate Light. He is just a narcissistic, psychopathic asshole. I mean, props to both Obata and Oba that they can make me hate someone so much, because Light is just, he's horrible. And I absolutely love L. I love his quirky mannerisms. I love how smart he is. You know, the whole time, Light couldn't really trick L. L just couldn't figure out a way to prove it, but he was never actually tricked, right? So yeah, I love L, so that's question 12. Then for question 13, I also feel pretty strongly about this one. It's Ed or Alphonse from Full Metal Alchemist. And for me, it's Alphonse. I get why people love Ed. I love Ed. And I definitely get why people would pick him. But for me, Alphonse has a way worse of a situation in that series. He's stuck in a giant tin can. Like, yes, Ed doesn't have an arm and a leg, and that sucks. But in exchange for that, he got some pretty fancy alchemy powers, and Al didn't get anything. So, you know, I just feel like his situation is so much worse. He's stuck in this giant metal suit. He can't eat, which means he can't taste anything. I'm assuming he can't smell anything because he no longer has a nose, and he can't, like, touch or feel anything. So this poor guy is in sensory deprivation, and instead of complaining about it the whole manga, he puts everyone else's problems before his own. So to me, Al is like a friggin' saint. If this were me in this manga, I would be crying in a corner the whole entire series and everyone would hate me. But instead, Al is this huge support for Ed. He gets him through the whole entire series, pretty much. He's out there trying to save every single person that, you know, needs help. And he's also rescuing stray cats and trying to feed them. So I just love what a kind soul Al is. He's so empathetic and just amazing. So yeah, hands down for that question, definitely Al for me. So yeah, that was my little fangirl rant. Question 14 is historical or futuristic setting. I would say historical. I really like castles and knights and stuff like that in stories, so I think I'd definitely prefer to read a historical story. Plus, I find with historical it's much easier to get into like a fantasy kind of setting where you've got dragons and demons and stuff like that, which is also things that I enjoy reading about. So yeah, question 14, I would say historical. And then last question is number 15, a series with great characters and mediocre storyline, or mediocre characters and a great storyline. This one is kind of tough. I would probably say great characters, probably for along the same reason that Aloof did in her videos, where if I don't care about the characters, it doesn't really matter how great the story is because I don't really care about it. I don't care what those people do, so what does it matter about the storyline? So yeah, that's my this or that manga tag. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. Yeah, feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know if you liked it or not. And I guess my next video will be week 1 of the manga challenge, so look forward to that. See you next time.